Hello, my name is Jared Hiebert, the pastor of Covenant Reformed Church, and I am here to help you understand who we are as a church and actually to help you understand why we exist at all. And in order to do that, I need to tell you a bit of a story. It involves two members of my previous church who are currently elders here at CRC, who felt the need to start yet another church in the over-churched town of Steinbach, in the even more over-churched southeast of Manitoba. When these two men had the crazy idea to start a church in the spring of 2016 and invited me to be a part of it, I was completely and utterly not interested. Let me explain why. It's important to the story. As I just mentioned, there are a lot of churches in the Steinbach area. A lot. So why the need to add yet another one to the very long list? As part of their pitch to convince me to get into pastoring again, they suggested that there really wasn't another church in this area that preached the Christian faith as articulated by historic Reformed theology. As I mentioned, there were a lot of other churches, Anabaptist churches galore, a Lutheran church, a United Church, a Baptist church, a Catholic church, a Free Church, and a whole bunch of other broadly evangelical churches. But there were no churches built on the principles of historic Reformed theology, which is, as Cornelius Van Til has said, Christianity come into its own. This is a very good argument, one that we kept mulling over and exploring over several months. Finally, in August of 2016, we quit wrestling with the call of God, and Covenant Reformed Church was born. But the decision to start a new church brought about an immediate challenge, a significant challenge. What are we going to call this new church? We all agreed that we needed to name it properly. And by that, I mean we needed a name that would be appropriate to who we are, what defines us, and what we aspire to be. We wanted something that would do that and be distinctive. In short, we wanted to be completely honest with people about who we are. One of my pet peeves is names like such and such community church or such and such Bible church. Well, what does that even mean? It doesn't really say anything about the identity of the church or its priorities. Still worse are churches that name themselves something like the Oasis or Crossroads or the Gathering or whatever. Names like these don't tell you anything about the church and how it is structured. And to me, I think that's a smokescreen which covers up who you really are to the people that are looking for a church. Further, a generic name doesn't say anything to the general community, the community at large. It's sort of like, hey, we're not a church, we're a gathering, or hey, we're not a church, we're a community, or hey, we're not a church, we're the Oasis, or whatever. Again, what do those things even mean? So what we wanted to do is come up with a distinctive name that tells people who we are right away. Something that reveals our priorities, reveals our doctrine to people as soon as they hear the name. Something that will give people pause before they think about checking us out. In order to do this, we immediately realized we should throw the word Reformed into the name. The label Reformed, especially in an overwhelmingly Anabaptist Armenian community, is anathema, which is kind of the point. Even though most of the people I encounter really don't have any idea what Reformed actually means, either historically or theologically, almost immediately it catches people up. They need to think, what does reform mean? And then they need to think again about whether or not they should come to a church with the word reformed in it. That was a good thing in our minds. But our church has a first name, Covenant. Now, why add that? Why not just call ourselves Steinbach Reformed Church or something like that? The reason for the addition of this word is due to the long tradition of Reformed theologians who emphasize that Reformed theology is covenant theology, and obviously then vice versa. So Covenant Reformed Church is kind of redundant, but its full name demonstrates two essential realities. The word covenant emphasizes that we're committed to scriptural interpretation that is characteristic of covenant theology. And obviously then, that will lead us to Reformed thinking. And then obviously we're a church, so hence our name, Covenant Reformed Church. If you want to know what we believe in light of the name of our church, if you want to know what Covenant Reformed actually is, you can go to a number of different places. You can check out our abridged doctrinal statement on our website, or you can watch several videos available on our website, or you can go to our YouTube channel and find videos there that explain the nature and basics of Reformed covenantal theology. Now, since the website statement is abridged, it doesn't give you everything that we believe, nor does it cover all of the topics of theology that our full statement would cover. This abridged version is our attempt to be upfront with you about what we believe. It's a basic introduction to what distinguishes us as a church so that you can then look at that and say, I don't like that, so I'm not going to go there and cause problems. Or hopefully, you look at that theology and think, this is great. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I've been looking for a church with Reformed leanings that has an emphasis on expositional preaching. And then you'll come and join us for a Sunday morning service. So that's who we are. Also on our website, you'll find another video where I'll give you a little bit more insight into what we're all about, into what you can expect if you visit us at Covenant Reformed Church. That's all for now. Until next time.